In this video, I show you my journey to 20 hearts and how I dominated this Lifesteal SMP. The first thing I did when I loaded in was use the RTP mod so that I could find a place to set up my base. My plan for this SMP was to get a really good villager setup and maxed out loot, and then beat the game as fast as I could, so I could get both the dragon egg and loot from end cities which people wouldn't have access to before I got into any fights and tried to get more hearts. Once I got the place for my villagers ready, I decided to go mining so I could get some good armor and then hopefully build a gold farm as fast as I could. Once I had enough obsidian, I quickly built a gold farm and maxed out a load of diamond gear. At this point, you'll probably also start to see my two teammates, Red Steve and Peak. These two players helped me build this farm and also set up a really good base. Once I got my max gear, I began the process of beating the game by going to the nether to get blaze rods and ender pearls, and then I went and found the stronghold so that I could kill the ender dragon. Once I found the portal room, I TP'd my teammate to me so that we could beat the game together and hopefully share some of the end city loot. At this point, we were much further ahead than most of the other teams. Most of the other teams had just begun building gold farms while we were already beating the game, which would give us a high advantage in the early fights. Once I got the dragon egg, me and my teammate began to loot the outer end cities so that we could get a lot of good gear and hopefully beat some of the earlier teams. At this next part of the video, this is when I start to kill people and get a lot of hearts, either by betraying teammates or fighting wars. Sadly, after this fight, the opposing team found our base and ended up killing our teammate Red Steve down to 2 hearts. At this point, I had the choice to either keep him as my teammate and have him probably die to the other team, giving them 2 more hearts, or kill him myself. And that's what I decided to do, banning him from the server, but giving me 2 extra hearts. Now down to only 1 teammate, I decided to raid some trial chambers in hopes to get the mace and some more enchanted golden apples. Without much luck, I decided to go where I knew the enemy's base was and ended up getting 2 more kills. These were the 2 weaker players on the other team, but I still decided I may as well try and kill them so that I could get some more hearts. Since they both combat logged, I was able to get 2 more hearts and some money. After that, I decided to fight the other 2 players on that team who were much stronger and more stacked players. This fight was a strong win for our team, and I was now up to 16 hearts. At this point, I was also lucky enough to do some more trial chambers and get the mace. I also decided to test it on my old teammate Peak and my new teammate ZX. With this new weapon, I decided to challenge one of my enemies to a 1v1, hoping that I could win. After that successful fight, me and my teammate Peak decided it was time to try and build a trap to hopefully get a couple more kills. There were also some funny moments that happened while we were mining this area out. Once I had finally finished the hole, I added string at the bottom so they couldn't clutch, and then went to add all the TNT at the top so it would drop them down. Now the trap was ready, I decided to take a 1v2 in hopes that the trap would be able to kill them. If it didn't work, I would probably end up dying. The trap had failed and I had ended up dying. To get my heart back, I decided to make a trade with one of the weaker players that I had initially fought, Copy. After I was able to get my heart back, I decided to try and set up another trap, hopefully able to kill Blue in extraction this time. Once the trap was finished, I decided to only use it as a last case scenario, and took a 1v1 versus extraction, and then maybe Blue later. He died pretty quickly and I didn't end up having to use my trap. After this, I decided that the last two people who I hadn't killed yet were my teammates. And since our team was kind of weak anyways and I didn't trust them too much, I decided that for my last two hearts, I would kill them and get the hearts back. Thank you for watching the video, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and if you would like to join the realm, check the description.